What type of digital products you should be selling on Etsy? That's the number one question that a lot of us sellers on Etsy have, especially if you're selling AI generated images or calendars or whatever else you're doing. With the help of Midjoruney, we can create a lot of these products very easily and very efficiently today. And today I'm going to show you 10 prompts that you can use for products, digital products on Etsy that you can sell. All of these prompts has been researched by me. They're relatively new niches. They are trending right now, and I'm going to show you the data as a proof. And I'm going to give you these prompts. You'll be able to download them yourself so you can use them in the future. And I also want to mention that this video is sponsored by WIRESTOCK.io, but more about it later. So let's cut the chit chat. I'm going putting my glasses on and let's actually start the work. So the first thing I want to do, I want to show you how I was able to find these, ideas and prompts. And then I'm gonna give you 10 prompts that you can use yourself. Also, down below in the description of this video, you're gonna have a timestamps if you wanna go to the next prompt. But if you decide to watch the whole section about the specific prompt, please watch the whole thing because I'm gonna give you specific instructions, because some of these prompts you have to modify yourself. So it's important that you know what you're doing. So watch it carefully. So to find these prompts, I use the tool called Everbee. If you watch my videos, you probably are familiar with Everbee. It's a product research tool for Etsy and it works amazing. And what it does is basically giving me data on the products, which one are trending or not. And usually what I do, I usually check 3 categories, okay? One is the clip art, one is the patterns, and the last one is the wall art prints. So I usually just type in these keywords. So for example, clip art, and I let the Etsy do the magic thing with the searches. And then what I do, I hop over to the Everbee, click on product analytics, and this is very important. I make sure that my filters are set up for the 2 months old. I only want to see the new listings, the ones that are less than 2 months old or 2 months old. And then I sort it out by the monthly sales and I look on what is happening. And I usually try to see the whole database. So I see everything that's happening. And as you can see, I already have my database ready. And then I click on the products, see what's going on, and later on I go to Midjoruney and try to reverse engineer the prompt, created the prompt for the particular product, and that's how I got the prompts that I'm gonna share with you in this video. So the first product I have for you is this clip art of ladies in the bikinis having fun in the summer. Obviously I'm recording this in July, so it makes sense that people are looking for these type of products. You can create this very easily in Midjoruney, and I have a prompt for you. And let's just look at the data really quick. So as you can see, this listing is 2 months old. It generated $716 in sales, but you have to remember that this number might not be accurate because sometimes the seller might have run the sale or something. That's why it's so high, but it looks like this person is not running any sale. It's actually selling for the price that it's listed. So that's a lot of sales in such a short period of time. It got 1,300 views. Overall, pretty popular listing, and this is something that we can recreate in Midjoruney. But here's the thing, I don't try to copy the images exactly how they are. I try to give my spin on it. That way, I give the customers opportunity to buy a different variation, but similar to what is already selling. I know that this product is already selling. Now I'm gonna create something similar to it with my own spin. That's the philosophy we're trying to follow here, okay? So here's our version of this clip art. As you can see, it's a slightly different style and the figurines looks a little bit different than what we have on the image that I shared with you earlier, but it's the same theme, it's the same vibe. It's a lady having a drink, enjoying herself, and we got the prompt right here. And by the way, if you wanna get these prompts, you're gonna have the link for them down below in the description of this video. If you wanna have multiple objects, meaning multiple women, I would change the girl to girls, for example. Make sure that you have that section that says white solid background. Otherwise, you're gonna have a harder time deleting the background. Here and here, it should be very easy to delete background from the images, because remember, a lot of people that buy clip art on Etsy, they expect the transparent background. And I would create a bundle of maybe like 20 of those and sell it on Etsy. Or you can also list it on WIRESTOCK.io, which will sell these AI images for you on a bunch of different marketplaces, such as Adobe Stock, Miri Canvas, Imago, and some others. The way it works, you upload your AI generated images into WIRESTOCK.io and they will advertise it on a bunch of other marketplaces for you. So you don't have to do this manually all over the place. They also do all the job related to keywording, captions, and tagging. So you also don't have to do it. Creators get individual portfolios for free where they can sell content directly, sell prints, and create collections. So whenever you sell something on WIRESTOCK.io, they will take 50% cut and give you 85%, which is a fair trade since they're doing most of the job for you. Also remember that when you're gonna upload the images into their platform, make sure that they are well upscaled, at least 300 dpi. Otherwise, they might not accept your images. They also have a referral program. Anytime someone signs up and get the sales from your link, you get 10% commission. So if you're interested in using WIRESTOCK.io, you're gonna have a link for it down below in the description of this video. And also, please make sure to use the coupon code PATRYK, spelled P-A-T-R-Y-K, to get 20% discount whenever you decide to use their subscription, which is optional. Product number 2 is a very popular thing that's happening right now, which is the Barbie movie that just came out. These listings are booming right now, especially since people are trying to pick Barbie or Oppenheimer. I don't know if you guys seen the movies, so let me know in the comments which one do you prefer. But the whole thing is selling like crazy. Take a look at this. This is a list of bunch of Barbie logos, and it's only 1 month old and already got 267 sales, 5,754 views, which is insane. So you can sell products related to this type of theme, but here's the thing. Huge disclaimer, okay? Do not sell clip art logos or images of Barbie. Do not do that. You're gonna be in trouble. These products are copyrighted and you don't wanna follow the listing that I just showed you. This listing is selling stuff with Barbie, and it's even using the word Barbie in the description and in the title. Do not do that. What I want you to do instead is sell something similar, pinkish, goalish, like. Do not use word Barbie, but something theme like Barbie, okay? So for example, I created this prompt that creates, you know, these like logo hearts in a theme of a Barbie, but it's not Barbie. You can modify that, change it from saying the heart logo to something else. But I think heart is, you know, kind of related to Barbie. It's using bluish, pinkish colors, which Barbie is also using. But again, if you're gonna decide to sell this, do not mention word Barbie whatsoever. You're not selling Barbie, you're selling something similar. We're trying to appeal to the same crowd, but we want to stay on the safe side and do not sell Barbie products. Okay, another very popular clip art on Etsy is steampunk, and this is a huge bundle of 520 something clip art images. But you don't have to create that many. You can create, you know, a couple of them. Take a look at these. We have the cowboys, we got the big London hat guys, but we also got animals, cats, owls, lamps, and steampunk, super popular on Etsy, by the way. There's a lot of people looking for these type of products. And if we look at the listing itself, it's only 1 month old and already generated 31 sales, 1,500 views, $670 in revenue. But again, remember, this might not be the accurate number, but it's a good estimation. And they look just so cool. These images looks very cool. And this is the prompt I created for you. And I'm just using cats as an example, but you can replace the word cat with, for example, dog or owl or whatever else you want to do it. But it's really cool. The cats look, they look really funny. And I think it's just really cool theme. And if you're into this type of stuff, I can see why. So that was an idea number 3. You know, it might be summer right now, but there is a big holiday coming up, which people are gonna go crazy about. You know what I'm talking about? Halloween. And this bundle is already selling even now in the summer for Halloween type of images, okay? It's another clip art listing. Let's take a look at the data. It's 1 month old, 47 sales. I mean, come on, the data doesn't lie. 799 views, 600 in revenue. And this is something that you can definitely make with tools like Midjoruney. And I have a prompt for you prepared. Here's an example. I mean, these look creepy and scary, and people love this type of stuff, so it's really cool. As you can see, it's very easy to remove background since they have a white background on this clip art. You can replace the word pumpkin with cat or maybe witch or any other stuff that are kind of popular. But this looks great. It's great to prepare in advance for the upcoming seasons. Halloween is coming up. This is your ticket to prepare for this event now. All right, what other things has been happening lately that are people looking for? Well, we have a movie called Little Mermaid that came out a couple months ago, and people are still looking for mermaid type of clip art. The main reason why they're looking for this type of clip art is because little kids love this type of stuff. So teachers, moms are gonna buy clip art related to Little Mermaid so they can put on the stickers or notebooks or whatever else they're gonna use it for. And these themes are very popular. Again, huge disclaimer, similar to Barbie, Do not mention the word Little Mermaid or Disney because you're gonna get in trouble. But ocean, mermaid, side stuff, I think it should be fine on the safe side. As long as the mermaid that you're trying to sell doesn't look like Ariel, you should be fine. But let's take a look at this data. We got 143 sales, 2 months old, 464 in revenue, 4,000 views, which is a lot. And it's a bundle of mermaids, castles, seahorses, all of these stuff. Here it is. Look at this magnificent seahorse that we just created. It's already in a white background, easy to remove it. And again, you can replace the word seahorse with the mermaid or merman, right? That's the thing. Or any other stuff like the fish or whatever else you want to use it. But it looks really cool. Also make sure that you change the colors. So for example, if you want a red color mermaid or a yellow color fish, make sure to replace it right here. Instead of saying violet, it says violet because the seahorse is violet. But let's leave the clip art and go to patterns and wall art next. Okay, tumblers are booming. I don't know why, but it seems like this year, this is the #1 trend on Etsy. Tumbler patterns are selling like crazy. And this one is really interesting because it has this 3D effect, which is kind of hard to replicate with the prompt. But your boy found a way to do it. Quick look at the data, $5,000 in sales in the last 2 months. I mean, I'm telling you, tumblers are booming right now. This is a very popular trend, especially these 3D prints. So you're just selling the pattern, the seamless pattern that people put on their print-on-demand products, super popular. And it's just like one thing. You don't have to create a bundle. You just create one thing, super popular, sell like crazy. And I gotta admit, this one was kind of hard to crack the code because this 3D effect is not easy to be replicated in Midjourney, but I was able to find prompt that works. So as you can see, this is it. It's not exactly the same thing, but it's pretty close to it. So you can create these seamless patterns of these 3D flowers for your tumblers. Make sure that you have this comment tile at the end, because this will create the patterns that are seamless, they connect with each other. And also I would suggest changing the colors. Instead of saying yellow, pink, and white, maybe change the colors to something else, because you don't want to copy exactly what this person is doing. So offer a variation with different colors. I think it's a good idea. Here's another pattern that you can put on a tumbler. It's a slightly different pattern. It's a floral schools, you know, these Mexican schools. Let's look at the data really quick. 1 month old, 120 sales. I'm telling you, tumblers is the #1 thing on Etsy. And I have the prompt for you ready. And here it is. But here's the big thing. This is not a seamless pattern because you cannot make this really seamless, because otherwise the school is kind of gonna lose its effect. It's not gonna look like this. So make sure that you mention this in the title if you decide to sell this type of stuff. So make sure that your customers are aware of it, that this is not a seamless pattern, but this is very close to, you know, what other people are selling. This is on a dark background because I wanted to be a little bit different than our competitor, but you can change it for the white background if you want to in the prompt. Just make sure that right here at the end, you would change it to white background on white solid background. Usually that's what I do. And usually that does the job. But let's go ahead to the next idea. So here's an idea for another product. People are putting these wind spinner. A lot of spiritual people like this type of stuff. And Etsy is super spiritual. There's a lot of spiritual people. They have these like galaxy looking, you know, objects, birds, dogs, whatever, even flamingos, as you can see, rabbits. So I have a prompt for you prepared, but let's take a look at the data really quick. So let's see how much this listing has sales. 134 in revenue, only 1 month old, 27 sales. So it's a little bit less popular than like tumblers, for example, but there's still demand for it. Pretty high conversion rate. And the prompt is right here, my friends. So I used rabbit as an example, but you can replace the word rabbit with something else, like a dog. As you saw, this person was selling a bunch of them, and they had a dog, birds, stuff like that. You can do it as well. But here it is. You have to create a mockup and put it on a mockup if you want to sell something like this. But there's a demand for this type of stuff. And with Midjourney, it's really easy to create something similar to what is already selling. Okay, the next one is the wall art, and wall arts are print-on-demand products that you can sell. So you can use softwares like Prontify to create this type of stuff. You will have to create some mockups and put it in the Canva or something like that. And take a look at this. This is amazing. Looks really, really cool. They even made a custom video of this, so it shows what this product looks like in real life. Really cool stuff. and we can make this in Midjourney very easily. $77, that's the selling price, which is really high. Print on demand products have a higher profit margins. That's why a lot of people do print on demand. And if we look at the data, this listing has generated $4,500 in sales, which is crazy. 2 months old, 61 sales, really cool stuff. The conversion rate is lower. That's because print on demand products have lower conversion rates compared to digital products, but the margins are higher and you make more money with this. And I have a prompt that will be able to create something super similar to this. You can replace the tree with something else, maybe with like galaxy or anything else. But let me show you the prompt. Wow, this looks really cool. Take a look at this. This is amazing. I love all of them, to be honest. This one maybe we cannot really use on the wall art, but this one, the effect is amazing. And again, you can replace the word tree with maybe planet or something other magical, spiritual, stone, rock, you know, something like that. But the effect is amazing. I really like this one. Okay, here's another one. It's also a print on demand product. It has a high price of $160. It's just this listing of deers kissing each other. Looks very cute. I like the style. I like the mock-ups. This listing is only 1 month old and it only got 5 sales so far, but it has a really high conversion rate of 9% and it generated 1,000 in revenue. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. So it's a relatively new wall art, something new on the market, but it's already doing very well. And I have a prompt for you. So this is what we come up with. It's a slightly different style. Make sure to give a good look at the deers because sometimes they look a little bit weird, like these objects don't really match up. So maybe you can fix it in Photoshop, or maybe you can just, you know, modify the prompt a little bit. But the prompt is like this. You can see it here. It's a different concept, but gives a similar vibe to what the other person is selling. Again, we're trying to give a variety to our customers so they can pick which one they prefer, but it looks good. And overall, this is a relatively new listing. So it's a little bit more in a testing phase, but try it, see how it works. Maybe you'll make a sale. If you want to download these prompts, again, you're going to have a link for them down below in the description of this video. Also, maybe you want to consider joining my YouTube membership where you can join our Discord, communicate with me, come to our weekly meetings, and also receive monthly prompts for free. I shared the prompt with all the YouTube members that are joined my program. I also show other stuff such as dropshipping products and ecom calendars and other documents, extra videos, blah, 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 whatever. Check out the sponsor of today's video, which is WIRESTOCK.io. They really simplified the process of selling AI art on different platforms. I always talk about Etsy, but there are other marketplaces that you can sell as well, such as the Adobe one and a couple of other ones. But like creating an account for each one of them, it can be a time-consuming process. If you can simplify it and put everything in one place, I think that's a great choice. If you decide to try WIRESTOCK.io, remember to use my coupon code called Patrick. They're gonna give you a 20% discount for their products. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel for more content about making money online, and stay tuned for the next videos I have prepared for you. I have quite a list of really exciting ones, but that'll be it for today. Take care, my friend. I'll see you next time.